Hello ESL learners of the world. Today I'm going to talk to you about the simple past and the present perfect. So when do we use a simple past and when do we use a present perfect? It is not easy to know as a non-native speaker when to use one or the other. So I will give you a brief explanation. The simple past talks to you about an action that already happened and it's no longer relevant. It stopped. So, for example, I took a shower. It stopped. As in the present perfect, talks to you about something that started in an action that begun in the past, but it's still relevant today. For example, I have taught English for 12 years. I still teach English, but I have done it for a long time. Yes, so the simple past, an action that stopped. For example, I was married for 10 years. So if somebody uses this kind of tense, which is the simple past tense, to tell you that they were married, that means they are no longer married. All right, for example, I was married for 10 years, but then I got divorced. Something interrupted the action and it stopped. And if I use a present perfect to tell you I have been married for 10 years, then that's a different story. I have been married for 10 years. So I have been married tells you that I still am, right? So that's basically the difference. So if you want to talk about an action that happened in the past and it's no longer true, it stopped, then use a simple past. But if you want to talk about an action that started in the past and it's still relevant today, then use a present perfect. Okay, so let me give you some examples. We have affirmative, negative, questions, and short answers. For example, I have taught English. That is a present perfect. I have taught English. In question form, we would simply switch the subject and the verb. Have you taught English? Have you taught English? And as you notice, taught is a past participle of the verb teach. So when we use a present perfect or any perfect tense, we will use a past participle of the verb. And to say in negative form, you would say, I haven't taught English. I haven't taught English. And the short answer to the question, have you taught English, would be, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. All right, so remember, I, you, we, they, have or haven't. He, she, it, has or hasn't. All right, so, and in the simple past tense, we would say, I taught English. I taught English. So this is the simple past tense of the verb teach, taught. All right, so I taught English. And the negative form, we would use didn't. I didn't teach. So as you can see here, now we are using the base form of the verb teach. I teach English. Yes, so, I didn't teach English. I didn't teach English. All right, so, and in question format, we would say, did you teach English? Did you teach English? So we use did as an auxiliary verb to create the negative and the question form. And the short answer would be, yes, I did, or no, I didn't. All right, so remember, if the action occurred in the past and it stopped and it's no longer relevant, use a simple past. I taught English. I don't do it anymore. I was married. I am not anymore. But if it's still relevant or it's still going on, then use the present perfect. I have taught English for 10 years. I still do. I have been married for 10 years and I still am. All right, so, that's the basic difference, guys. If you have any questions, suggestions, comments, please leave them in the comment section below this video. And remember, English is all about the practice. Practice makes perfect, and if you don't use it, you'll lose it. This was Faby with you today, and, I'll see you next time.